Welcome to White Day 2. We're in Pushkar right outside the hotel I put up in, and the road you see in front of you, that's the one that we came from yesterday, from Ajmer. Now we'll come back to this road again later on during the day. For now, we're gonna roam around Pushkar, visit a couple of mandirs, visit a couple of places that I've heard are really pretty. In the afternoon, probably we'll head over for our next destination. Like I had mentioned in yesterday's footage, Pushkar is up top the hills adjacent Ajmer. This imparts it a very distinct landscape with desert-like sand amidst hills, not to mention the awesome architecture on both religious and other buildings. Now, Pushkar is a holy city, so you'll only get vegan food here, but that's a good thing, since staying sattvic in a place like this helps with the energy experience, and a lot. The turn that I just took takes us to the Pushkar Lake, which has multiple ghats where people perform religious rituals. Multiple temples line the periphery of the lake, including the infamous Brahma Temple, the only one in the world. This is the Badri Ghat at the Pushkar Lake. Post this, I'm headed to the Brahma Temple. Now, Brahma is generally depicted seated on a Hamsa or Hans as his Vahan or vehicle. Also, the vehicle for goddess Saraswati. Now, Hamsa is considered very auspicious and is believed to have the mythical ability to extract milk from a mixture of milk and water, or good from evil. The flight of the Hamsa symbolizes moksha. By the way, Paramahamsa is a word used for a sage who has attained a high level of spirituality. It literally means the supreme Hamsa. No cameras inside the temple complex, but a quick word of wisdom. The Trimurti or Trinity stands for Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh, respectively the creator, the preserver, and the destroyer. The same is true for Tridevi in the goddess sense. It's geri time around Pushkar now, and the beautiful temple up top the hill is Savitri Mata Mandir. Goddess Savitri and goddess Gayatri or Sharda were the two wives of Brahma. Idols of both the goddesses and one of goddess Saraswati are established here. Alright, it's back to our geri now.
एहे रहा नहीं जाता.
So today's destination is Mount Abu. The distance between where I am and Mount Abu is close to about 376 kilometers to be exact. This is something that is very unique. बहुत सोनी terrain है, so I'd rather take my sweet time to reach where I have to. Now we're headed back to Ajmer. ਉੱਥੋਂ ਆਪਾਂ highway ਤੇ ਪਵਾਂਗੇ and we'll head down to Mount Abu. The water body up in front of you is the Ajmer Lake, the one that you would have seen in the day one video. What we're crossing right now towards our right is the Maharana Pratap Smark. It's a pretty popular destination for the locals to come through. And since it's only about a few kilometers from Ajmer, you'd see a lot of people, at least in the evening, driving down from Ajmer to this place. It's got amazing views of the city, by the way. What a beautiful drive. That's the only bad part, right? Sony tha, everybody wants to come, but be responsible, don't litter the place.
I'll give you more updates when I stop for breakfast. For now, I just don't want to spoil this, right? Just enjoy, and I'll be immersed in this too. Okay, so we came from Kishangarh yesterday, right? That's left from here again, but we'll need to take a right. We're headed, the direction we're headed to is Biwad.
कवाली बेइज्जती About 70 kilometers done, and I stumbled upon an awesome place to grab some grub. Now, you know the food is awesome when you halt thinking you'll spend only 10 minutes and end up spending an hour hogging. Now, as I head deeper into Rajasthan and towards Gujarat, the area becomes more dry, the trees are stout, and the vegetation is sparse. This is the polar opposite of what people look at, or look for rather, when they head to more mountainous terrains. But there is no ranking them, right? These are two distinct, unique flavors of nature, much like different species of flowers, right? None is better, both are divine.
ये बड़ी अच्छी बात कही आप
Look at that! Look at that! Wow!
I've got a word of caution for whoever wants to come here. The average speed you'll clock will be under 40. Don't get me wrong, the highways are awesome. It's just that you can't get your eyes off of the picturesque views that there are. They'll compel you to stop every few kilometers and just gaze at them.
How beautiful is this place, man?
Notice the spooky looking tree over there? That's all over Rajasthan. By the way, we're currently at, or near Pali rather. Here's me driving innocently, unaware of an idiot following me at a gap of about 5 nanometers, trying to overtake me on a road half closed for construction. And he does the obvious, bangs into my saddlebag.
इस सज्जन को क्या तकलीफ है भाई
Well, now that we have that out of the way, we can continue riding. Check out the Red Dead Redemption style scenery out there. One of the best video games ever made.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at that.
As I settled into riding again post my little collision over there, it was a realization that dawned upon me. I was ignorant too, right? Because I didn't really realize that he was driving so close. And I think the ingenious idea of me putting upside down mirrors on a handlebar that is this low, it's just not cool. Remember, this is a desert area, so the temperature here in the evening falls as fast as the setting sun. So it was getting chillier, and I had to go uphill a little bit to get to Mount Abu. And you can see that it's almost sunset by now. So we'll quickly hurry up from here.
Check that out, yeah?
We're just about 100 kilometers from Abu Road. That's the road that takes us from the main highway that we're on right now over to Mount Abu. It's, I think, about a 25 to 30 kilometer drive from the main road. So we're headed there now.
Landslide prone area. What a settlement, huh? On one side you have beautiful hill structures, and Right opposite that is a plain area where you have this small town. Wow. It's huge. I've, you can't compare the scale on a camera. This is the peak we were looking at earlier. Look at that. Alright, now we turn right from here for Mount Abu.
The way from here is pretty straightforward up to Mount Abu. Now, the moment you take a right turn, on the left hand side you have the Brahma Kumari's ashram. I stopped outside that for a couple of minutes just to straighten out my back, and then I headed over to my hotel at Mount Abu. As you can notice, the road to Mount Abu was a tad bit scary at night, and it was already late, completely dark, and there were boards lining the whole road saying that there were wild animals over there. So it got pretty scary, by the way. But I managed to stop to get some food on the way, met a couple of people, really amazing people, who not only drove with me to Mount Abu, they didn't even let me pay the entry fee, the tourist entry fee that you've got to pay. So, well, I'm signing off for now. Tomorrow, the whole day we'll be spending at Mount Abu, and day after that is what we leave for the next destination. ਜੇ ਹੁਣ ਵੀ ਸਬਸਕ੍ਰਾਈਬ ਕਰਨ ਦਾ ਜੀ ਨਾ ਕਰੇ ਨਾ ਇਹਦੇ ਬਾਅਦ
ओ भाई मारो मुझे मारो मारो मुझे मारो मारो नहीं ये मजाक हो रहा है एक सेकंड यार मजाक हो रहा है